All right. What's going on? Welcome back, everybody, to Barcelona. And we're watching the final of Barcelona. We've been watching Alcaraz a little bit this week. Of course, he pulled out, which kind of blew the draw wide open. And Rublev and FILS have made the most of it. FILS was down the bottom half of the draw anyway. I think a lot of us expected him to do well. He beat Musetti, who was number 2 seed. Hodar cleaned up the bottom half of the draw as well for Fonseca, for FILS as well. And Alcaraz, he withdrew against Mahatch, and Rublev took him out to get here. Medvedev kind of did the work for Rublev, knocking out Demonor along the way as well. Both these guys had almost identical semifinals, coming back from a set down, first set 6-3 loss, both coming back in their semifinals yesterday to win in 3. Outlasting their opponents, you could say. Oh, you good? She's good. You right? Yeah. So that's how these guys have gotten here from the semifinals. Rublev, number 5 seed, Navone, Sonigo, Mahatch, all in straight sets, and then Medvedev in the semis in 3. And FILS, he took out Atman in the first round, saving match points, a couple of match points, and then he took out Nakashima, Musetti in straight sets, huge win, and then he took out Hodar in the semis. So that's how we got here, and yeah, crazy final. I mean, Rublev obviously has floating around the top 20 for the last half a decade, and FILS is coming back from injury, trying to get back into that top 20, close to top 10 again. So a big match here for both these guys to try and prove that. But how are we doing, chat? Are we ready? Are we ready for this final? Now, as promised, I was going to show you what I bought from what I bought, and check this out. Chat, if I rock up in a cast, you'll know why. $6. How sick is this? $6 for this penny board. Hell yeah! If I rock up with crutches, don't worry about it. It'll be fine. I can stream in crutches. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I don't need my hands to stream. I don't need my legs to stream. It's fine. And then this is the big one. Look at this, chat. How sick is this? Look at this. This is the whole reason I left the house today. Look at this. What the hell is even this? Look, chat. Whoop. Ta-da! It's a phone. And it works. Pick it up. Hello. And it's got buttons. This thing is sick. This thing, chat, I'm not a hoarder. But this thing, I lived in London for two years. There was plenty of these things. This just takes me straight back to it. Look at that. Hell yeah. Where'd I get that? Online. That's actually cool. Why do you sound surprised? Also, if you watch True Geordie, if you watch, not True Geordie, great channel though. If you watch Geordie Shore, season 3, when they go to Mexico, they use that phone. What a happy coincidence. You scored? Hell yeah. That phone is epic. It just needs some lights. I just need to install some lights in it because I want to put lights on it. That's, inside it. So it lights up. A phone booth? Yeah. A phone booth with a phone in it that actually works. I plugged it into my wall and it works. It's all good. It's awesome. So massive score. And then, the $6 skateboard, hell yeah. I'll be flying down the road tomorrow with that. I'm not a hoarder. Tomorrow I'm going to be skating everywhere. I'm going to be flying around down the street. I'm going to be going crazy in that thing. Some fairy lights would really add to it. Yeah, just got to, there's actually a couple of holes in the top of it that you can put, I guess you can put some lights in it. So just, because the top part of it has a bit of, it's almost an opaque. So I think they're supposed to have lights in it anyway. But you put some lights in it, it will look legit. That should be pretty simple. I would have bought the phone booth too. It's so cute. Yeah. I love it. I think it's so cool. I mean, if you live in London or been to London, you know how many of those they're everywhere. A hoarder would never acknowledge being a hoarder. Well, I'm telling you, I'm not a hoarder, so I ain't no hoarder. Stop telling me that I'm a hoarder. By the way, chat, we'll have a chat about fantasy, ATP fantasy as well while we're here, while we wait for this match to start. It's going to start in about 20 minutes. Does anyone have Rublev? I mean, I feel like Rublev's a good pick. Like, picking Rublev might not be the worst thing. Like, chucking Rublev in the team this week. I mean, I got FILS. I think a lot of people who are playing have got FILS. But do we get Rublev next week? I think Rublev's relatively inexpensive. He's 13 coins. Ooh, maybe not. He has gone up a lot this week. You probably should have got Rublev last week. Like, Rublev's gone up 3 coins this week. Probably should have got him last week for bargain, but I have Fonseca, Lehechka, Kaboli, Rublev, FILS, and Sonigo Tabilo as alts. For next week or for this week? I'm going to have to rethink my whole team now. I know, right? So tempted to use my swing switch. Yeah, I'm thinking the same. Because you got to use... Well, you don't have to use them, but you got to use them before... Like, you can use them before the grass season, right? Grass season, you get another one, though. So it resets. See, But do you use your swing switch? I gotta wait for the draw. If Fonseca, FILS, Echeverry, Tabilo are all playing each other, and then they all play Sinner, Zverev, and Monfils and Berrettini are also in the same... If everybody's playing each other, I'm going to just have to reset my team. If everybody's crushed up together, and I don't need friendly fire, I think I might have to reset the team. How much is... if you use your swing switch, and I don't know because I haven't used it, but if somebody has, does it just eliminate everybody off the board, and you get how much the value is of those players, right? So it could be you could get 103 coins to play with. You could get more. Like, if your team's worth more than you started with, or if it's worth less, you get as many. Like, is that how it works? Like, it just wipes the board, and then you have every single. You just get all the coins. You just basically start again, right? You repick your team, right? I'm pretty sure that's how it would work. Like, it just wipes your team. You used it. You get 8 free switches. That's it. Oh, okay. So it effectively wipes your team. You can pick a fresh team. You can get with no penalty. No penalty. That's fair. Yeah, I'm definitely using a chip this week. I don't know if it's going to be alternates or if it's going to be swing switch, but it would depend on the draw. Definitely depend on the draw. Because I'd love to use the alternate chip if my whole team is not clashing. If they're all spread out over the draw, I'll use my alt chip, but yeah. The draw would highly depend on my decision. Yeah, I think everybody's sort of now that Sinner's playing though, it kind of doesn't if he does play, if he is in the draw tomorrow when the draw comes out, then that'll be a very interesting... everyone's going to have Sinner. I think we can all guarantee that every person next week is going to get Sinner in their team. 100% of people are going to have Sinner. He's guaranteed to win, right? I mean, he's won everything since. How many people have picked Sinner? That's what I want to know. 36. All right, because people don't know that he's playing. He'll be the number one, and he'll have 95% of people picked him. And the 5% that didn't have stopped playing the game. If Sinner's in, everyone's picking Sinner. If you don't have Sinner next week, that's going to be a problem. You got to have Sinner. Because everyone's going to have Sinner. And everyone's going to put him as a bonus ball. Like if you don't have Sinner next week, you better hope he loses first early, right? I'm so tempted not to pick Sinner because it feels way too obvious. Yeah, but I mean, if you don't think he's going to do well in Madrid, yeah. If he gets a bad draw and he gets some tough players, he might, and he loses early. That would be a crazy. Like, you would be one of only a few people that would actually make that. I'm not picking Sinner. I feel like jinxing everyone picking. Okay. I mean, I just feel like it's a win. It's a win-win. If you pick him and he loses, everybody loses. If you pick him and he wins, everybody wins. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like I'm going with maybe I'm picking the safe pick by going with Sinner, but like, I feel like it's way riskier to pick against Sinner right now. He gives me no reason to pick against him. Like, picking Sinner and putting him as bonus ball, it's about everything else. Like, then you can just set and forget, I feel. You can set that one and go, well, everyone's going to have that. So if Sinner loses, yeah, okay, cool. You can be smart and try and bet against Sinner, but I'm not going to bet against Sinner right now unless he gets a bad draw and then figure it out. But, like, I just don't. Yeah. We said that about Carlos. Well, I had Sinner for Monte Carlo win. So, I bet on Sinner in Monte Carlo. Madrid is random, but I don't know. Sinner is. I don't feel comfortable betting against Sinner. Sinner literally wins on autopilot, safest pick, yeah. But even if he makes the semis, right? I mean, if he makes the semis or the final, like, he doesn't have to win the tournament to be worth picking. I mean, if Sinner doesn't win the tournament, who are you going to pick? Like, you would have to know who's going to win then. Like, who's going to upset Sinner to win the whole thing? You better have that guy. Because if you don't pick Sinner and then you don't pick the winner, if it's not, like, again, none of this, I'd rather go with a safe pick with Sinner. Like, just pick Sinner, put him as a captain, and then pick the rest of the team and try and bet on the players that are going to get to the finals, semifinals, right? Like, I would much rather try and back the semifinalists than go against Sinner. Just make it easy and pick Sinner and move on. That's my strategy. You guys do your thing, but I can't bet against Sinner. Like, I feel like at the end of the tournament, I'm going to go, oh, he won and I didn't pick him. What a stupid thing. But also, like, in Rome, he's also going to play there too, right? So, like, picking him for Rome, you don't have to pick him for Rome then because you already have him. So, yeah. And he's not going to get any cheaper. So, I mean, if you're going to get him, you got to get him now because he's not going to get any cheaper. If you want him for Roland Garros, he's not going to get any cheaper. I feel like I have no choice but to pick Sinner, even though I feel like an upset is. Yeah, look, we all got to wait till the draw comes out, right? Because he could be playing some. I mean, he could play Fonseca in the third round. He could play some nightmare fourth round. He could play some quarterfinal crazy, right? And he might get a bad draw, and then there may be, if he has 2 or 3 players in a row that are very tough, quarterfinals against Musetti could be interesting, right? Then maybe it's, you could justify not picking him because he could lose. But yeah, before the draw comes out, I'm just like Sinner's a lock, and then you got to figure the rest out. The hard part's going to be picking the players that make it to the semis and make it to the final. Who's Sinner going to play? That's the hard part. That's where I'm going to try and, rather than trying to figure out who's going to beat Sinner, I'm going to try and figure out who's going to play Sinner. Who's going to make it into the quarterfinals and semifinal? That's what I'm trying to do. I mean, that might be my strat this week. But then you got to also think about next Rome as well, right? You got to get rid of everybody. You reset your team, but then you got to think about, okay, well, how do I bring Alcaraz into this mix in a week? Like, how do I bring Alcaraz into Rome? Because you got to have Alcaraz and Sinner coming into French. You didn't pick Sinner for Monte Carlo, but you bet on Sinner. Why? What are you talking about? I had Sinner in my team. He was my bonus ball. He was my 2 point. Like, he was a bonus ball. I had Sinner in my team. I picked Alcaraz in the final as a prediction, but that's got nothing to do with my team. I had Alcaraz and Sinner in my team anyway. I don't trust Zverev at all. Yeah, I know, right? If Zverev gets a bad draw, he'll be an easy one to get rid of. I really want to get Musetti. Like, I'm feeling like Musetti's gonna have a run. He could make the Madrid final, play Sinner in the final if he's down the bottom half, right? I'm bullish on Musetti. Like, he's due for a breakout, and he's healthy at the moment, right? Yeah, Musetti's due for a big week, right? Musetti's got to have if he gets a decent draw. I mean, he's been losing to the eventual finalists. Like, he made the final of Hong Kong. He got injured against Djokovic, who made the final of Australia. I can't remember what he did in Indian Wells, Miami, but on the clay so far, he lost to... who did he lose to in... he lost to FILS this week, and he lost to Vachereau. So he's losing to the guys who are making deep runs. Who did he lose to in Monte Carlo? In Indian Wells, Miami. I can't remember. He didn't play Miami. I didn't play. He lost second round in his comeback to Fucsovics. Okay. And then FILS went on to beat Fucsovics anyway. All right, so he lost to Indian. Maybe he's a little bit underdone in Indian Wells, but yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm feeling Musetti. If he gets a decent draw, especially if he's down with this Zverev section, I'm like, oh. Plus, also Musetti's kind of cheapish. Like, he's not an expensive player right now. His value could go from like, I mean, by the end of Madrid, he could be number 5 in the world, and that could put him up. He could go up 10 coins, right? He's number 8 right now. No, number 9, and there's a log jam right in the middle there. I mean, if he could do well in Madrid and raise value, that would be great overall. Like, that would be. I feel like Musetti's is a lock. I'm convinced. I'm convincing myself to pick Musetti. I've just completely sold myself on Musetti. I'm picking Musetti now. If he's down the bottom half, he's a lock. If he's up with Sinner, I'll think about it. But if Musetti is down with Zverev, I'm picking him. Yeah, I've convinced now I've talked myself into picking Musetti, right? I just wish I could get Sinner, Zverev, and Musetti, but I just don't have enough. I mean, I have to get rid of. Oh, damn it! I have to get rid of Echeverry. Nah, I couldn't afford it because Alcaraz. Damn it! I should have got Musetti this week. Saved myself a pick. Anyways, this is all we're gonna talk about this way more tomorrow when the draw comes out. Demonor is my next choice, if not Sinner. All right. I don't know. Demon's had a bad couple of months, like on the hard courts and the clay, and so far clay. I don't know. Demon's tough. Demons are. I don't know. I can't bring myself to. I already can't watch Demonor just because he's an Aussie and I get scared. I couldn't imagine having an Aussie in my team. It's too much. I think too much Aussie. Can't do it to myself. Yeah, Demonor's not been playing well. I wouldn't be putting him in my team. Not on clay. Yet. Like, maybe if he does well in Madrid. Yeah, Rude's not playing. Oh, wait, no, Rude is playing. I don't know if I want to get Rude, though. Well, actually, hang on. Is there how injured is Rude? Is he back? I mean, do you do this, chat? And I'm saying this to me, I'm talking out loud. You get rid of Zverev and Alcaraz. You get in Sinner, Musetti, and Rude. Is that a possibility? How much can I afford that? Could I do it? Probably, right? Okay, so if I get rid of Monfils, Sinner, Zverev and Alcaraz, I have 80 coins. And then you get in Sinner, who's 40, And then Musetti and Ruud are 27. So I have coins left over. Don't get Ruud? Yeah, but if he's playing... What if he's playing, though? Yeah, I feel like I got to do I got to use the swing switch, right? I just got to like rip my team apart and rebuild. We got to rebuild. We got to rebuild. I feel like this is the perfect week to rebuild. You got no Alcaraz, you got no Djokovic. You got to rebuild with Alcaraz coming back in mind, but you rebuild around Sinner. That's probably the strategy for me this week. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we're going to do a total rebuild with Sinner as the centerpiece, and then we work around Sinner. Musetti's on the list. We maybe get Ruud. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Yeah, maybe that's what I'm thinking. We do a rebuild. Anyways, chat. We'll talk about this tomorrow when we watch. We get the draw, because all of this depends on the draw. I would get Ruud after Madrid. Too risky. Yeah, but he's cheap though. Wait, hang on. I think Ruud goes down in value more on tomorrow. I think Ruud is like cheap. I mean, do you put Ruud in and then put him on the bench just in case? Like, if you don't trust him fitness wise, do you put Ruud? Because Ruud's going to lose a lot of points tomorrow. Ruud's dropping down. Ruud's dropping to. Yeah, Ruud's dropping. He's dropping 1,000 points on Monday. He's gonna be ranked. He's gonna be like 28 in the world. Who's currently 28 in the world? Echeverry. Yeah, he's gonna be worth 6 coins. I feel like you just get Ruud and you just put him on the bench. Musetti's also dropping. Wait, how much is Musetti dropping? So wait, I'm getting them just for the. You gotta get it. 6 is a steal for Ruud. What if he's fine and he gets to the semis? Musetti's dropping a couple of. Okay, he's dropping to number 11-ish. Oh, he'll drop down to number 10, Musetti. So he'll drop a. How many? So he'll drop 2 coins tomorrow. So he's actually cheaper than I thought. Wait, hang on. Does that mean I can get rid of? Does that mean I can upgrade? Oh, I have to get rid of. Oh, Echeverry for Musetti? Maybe. What's this music they're playing? It's crazy. All right. That's why we're gonna wait till tomorrow. That's why don't make any decisions right now. Wait until tomorrow. Gotta wait till tomorrow. By the way, hey, thank you, Lurking. Who's your pick for this final, FILS or Rublev? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Rublev in 3, but I would love FILS to win. But I'm gonna go Rublev. You predicted Carlos to win the Monte Carlo in your video, but you bet on Sinner. I lost $1,000. Yeah, that's not. I don't know why you would do that. Why would you listen to some random person on the internet and do that? This is not a betting channel. My predictions are just an opinion. They're not based it's not financial advice. So yeah, just don't do that ever again. And you know, like, don't do that again. And I didn't bet on Sinner. I don't know where you're getting that from. I don't bet on matches we watch. Like, maybe once every blue moon I bet on a match we watch, but never a final like that. Imagine thinking this was a betting channel. Hey, look, I'll tell you though, I know it's a meme that I pick Eala, but you would be making money if you picked Eala every time. So I'm just saying. Just saying. She's won a lot more than she's lost. But also not a betting channel. Great work by FILS to reach the final. Kind of sad Hodar started cramping. Yeah, but he's a player. Hodar is a player. Nole's playing Rome at this stage. Rome in this stage. Yeah, not a betting channel. It feels inevitable that Rublev will get mad at himself and FIS will win in straights. In straights? I don't know about that. I'd be a little surprised if he won in straights, unless it was like close, like 7-6, 7-5, 7-6. Hodar has an incredible game. This young player crushes the ball. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Hodar, I'll tell you, that's one of the most exciting parts of the last couple of weeks is Hodar going on a bit of a run. Shelton be expensive now from 17 to 27? Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't be picking Shelton anyway at this stage. I use this channel as betting advice. That's crazy. That's not what this channel is about. This is a fan channel with fans' opinions. Like, this is not a... I'm not responsible for your betting habits, by the way. So if you do bet on... If you use this channel for any sort of advice, that's not what this is. So that's on you. They haven't updated the wildcards yet in the as the per tournament. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that'll probably be tomorrow. Players walking down court. Lando Lucy is also could be a good buy. Yeah, true. He's not bad either. Madrid draw comes out tomorrow. Yep. Close straight sets, I mean, definitely shouldn't be easy. Yeah, it'd be crazy if it was easy. All right, here we go. I tell you, we're going to get some fireworks, though, in this one. These guys love to hit the ball hard. Like, this is going to be some fireworks. These guys are very aggressive players. And they also get fired up, too. I mean, they both get a little bit vocal. So we could be getting some fireworks with the shots and fireworks with the reactions. They played in Monte Carlo last year, and it was a straight sets win for FIS. 2024, they played in Hong Kong, and it was a 3-set win to Rublev. They were supposed to play at last year's Roland Garros, but FIS unfortunately had to withdraw. By the way, I saw somewhere that FIS's comeback, or his last 4 tournaments are like final Doha, quarterfinal of Indian Wells, semis of Miami, and then final here. I mean, he's been on fire since his comeback. Yeah, final of Doha, lost to Alcaraz, right? Quarterfinals of Indian Wells, lost to... Did he lose to Sinner? No, Zverev. He lost to Zverev, right? Yeah, Zverev. I mean, we're talking about Fonseca losing to the top guys. What about this guy? And then, then he lost... then he didn't play Monte Carlo, but he lost in Miami to Lehechka. He ran out of gas. But yeah, FIS has been on a tear. And now he's in another final. I mean, he's been on fire. If Rublev wins, big super chat coming your way. Hey, that's all right. You spend it on yourself. You buy yourself something fancy if that happens, if he wins. Can we watch the stats closely? I'm interested in how aggressive FIS is. Yeah, of course. It feels like FIS feels better on the clay than Rublev feels. FIS feels. Okay, his name is FIS though. Like, it's not, his name is not FILS. So it would have been funny if his name was FILS, everything you just said, but FIS is, his name is FIS. But also that was a very funny tongue twister. Say that really fast though. New hairstyle, unstoppable. Yeah, he's taking out the cornrows, right? And he had that going on for the Sunshine Double, and he looked tough. Like, that was a tough look. I just love FIS's attitude. Like, I just love his whole presence. Like, I just think he's just got such a cool, like, fun. I just think it's so much fun to watch. He's just so fun to watch. But again, like, people think he's arrogant. People think, Shelton's arrogant. I like those players. I like those players that are, I mean, how are you going to beat Sinner and Alcaraz if you're timid, right? You got to be a little bit overconfident to have a chance against those guys. You got to be a little delusional. You got to believe that you can do the impossible. And I feel like FIS is. I mean, we see the guys that don't believe that stuff, and look what happens when they play them, right? That's why I love FIS attitude. I love Fonseca. I love Shelton. I love Runa, right? I love these guys that are just like, yeah, Alcaraz and Sinner are great, but also like, I'm here now. Like, I love that. And I know people hate that, people think it's arrogant, it's whatever, but also it's like, what do you want them to do? You want them to bow down to the kings, and lose? How boring is that? We're already getting that. We're already getting a Sinker-Raz domination. It's and it's fine that they're winning everything and it's great, it's historic, whatever, but it's kind of boring if they don't play the final, right? We'll have to wait till the final till we get a good match. We need these things. We need these guys. I love that FILS is on that list yet again. He was on that list 12 months ago when he was taking Alcaraz to 3 sets in Monte Carlo. But then he got injured and we're like, shit. And he was gone for a while and he's back now. I mean, I hope Rune comes back the same. It's almost like FILS had that back problem. And while he was waiting in the wings, watching these guys win, going, oh man, I could beat these guys up, and sitting in those hospital beds getting treatment. I hope Rune's doing the same. Rune's saying that he's doing the same. He's going, I'm hungrier than ever. He's like, watching these guys win is making me hungry. I hope he comes back at the same, because FILS has come back exactly how you would expect somebody who was in the same generation as Alcaraz and Sinner, watching them win everything, being like, I'm going to come back and I'm going to kick their ass. He hasn't done it yet. He hasn't kicked their ass yet, but he's come back and he's done everything but beat them. And that's what you want to see from these guys. He looks so hungry, FILS. And he's got Goran as the coach. I mean, awesome. It's so good to see. But he's playing Rublev, who is a 500 king. Has Rublev won every 500? Almost. Pretty sure. Is there such thing as the 500 golden 500s? What's the golden... Well, we've got to make up a name for it. The Rublev special. He's won more 500s than any other title, right? If he wins this, I think he's won a lot of 500s. He's won Hamburg. He's won all these bloody 500s. He's won a couple of 1000s too, which I remember when he won Monte Carlo a couple of years ago. That was probably one of the most wholesome moments of the year. It's like, finally, we all rooted for Rublev that day. Except for the Rune fans. So he's won Hamburg. He's won St. Petersburg, which is not around anymore. He's won Vienna. He's won Rotterdam. He's won Dubai. He's won Doha as well. He hasn't won Barcelona, though. But yeah, he's the 500 king. He's won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of his titles. 6 of his 17 titles have been at 500 level. He is a 500 king. He hasn't won Halle, but he made the final a couple of times. Yeah, but he hasn't won Barcelona yet. What other titles is he still got to win? Munich is a new 500, so he hasn't had a chance to play that yet. He hasn't played Acapulco. He usually plays Dubai. He hasn't played Rio. Hasn't played Dallas. That's new anyway. So he's pretty much played. He's cleaned up in February, right? He's won Rotterdam, Doha, Dubai. So that's pretty much done. He's got a chance to win Barcelona. He's won Hamburg already, so he doesn't have to worry about that. Halle, Queen's Club, they're on the line. He hasn't won those yet. Washington, he hasn't won yet. Beijing, Tokyo, they're always stacked. So if he wins one of those, good. He's already won Vienna, but, Swiss Open is there. Basel, if he wants to win that. So he's won most of them. There's 16 500 events, and he's won almost half of them. 500 king. Rublev is the 500 king. It's hard because some of the 500s at the same time. So if you play Vienna, you're not going to play Basel. So if he goes to Vienna all the time, he's never going to be able to win Basel, right? But I feel like he's, if he wins today, he's just got to win a grass 500, which, he'll probably play Halle again. He plays that a lot. He's made the final twice. If he wins that, Washington, I think he made the semis there before. So there are some, he could. I mean, he has cleaned up in the 500s. Rublev has got 2 1000s. Yeah. But we're talking about the 500s. What if Rublev wins Madrid? Is that a thing? Is that a thing? I tell you what, chat, we need to see Sinner versus Rublev. If Rublev wins today, Sinner, Rublev, we need to see that next week. Do you know which players are playing in Madrid? So at this stage, Sinner's playing, Zverev. The only players that are not playing from the top 10 are Alcaraz, Djokovic, and Fritz. Everybody else in the top 10 is playing. Isn't Rome a 500? No. No, it's 1,000. All right, here we go. Who you got, chat? I'm going to pick... I'm going to go Rublev in 3, but I'd love to see FIS win. But I'm going to go Rublev in 3. Only because I feel like Rublev has these weeks, right, where he this was Alcaraz's tournament, but Rublev has come in and gone, you know what, Alcaraz is out, I'll take this tournament, I'll take this title. So I'm going to go Rublev in 3, but I hope FIS puts on a show. As that backhand goes out by FIS, and it's love 15. And also, yeah, I hope he wins for my fantasy team, but I also hope I like FIS. He's one of my faves. But I'm not going to pick him. I think he loses in a close 3-setter. As that goes wide by Rublev. So it goes in the net by Rublev. 15. Oh! 15. Oh. FIS is favored to win in betting. Yeah. As FIS serves a fault. Second serve. Second serve into the forehand of Rublev. Return to the forehand of FIS. Rublev again to the forehand of FIS. They eventually hits a net in the net. FIS 15-30. 15-30. Chance for an early break point here. 15-30. Has Fritz even played the clay this year? No, he hasn't. He has not. He was supposed to play Houston. Did he play Houston? No. Love the court they play on? Why is that, Deb? Why would you love this Barcelona court? As the return goes... No, double fault. Okay, double fault. And it's break point. Rublev to start us off. 15-40. Fritz has got a knee issue he's working on. Yeah. Yeah, I tell you what, though. Fritz could skip the clay season, get 100% for grass, because that's where he's going to be his best, right? Ace-7C, one save, 30-40. If you're FIS and you got a knee problem, get rid of, cancel the clay. Come back and play, because grass is where he's going to be his best, right? Play the first week of grass, second week of grass, then take a week off and then play Wimbledon. Go for that. Be 100% for the surface that you're going to dominate on. He's not going to dominate at the French. Fritz at the French is not a thing. FIS hits it out, and there's the break. You know what I mean? There's no point in Fritz coming back for Roland Garros. He probably has no points to defend, as far as I know. He might as well just get himself 100% for the surface that he can dominate. One love Rublev. It's different for Ruud, though, because it's interesting to see Ruud and Fritz both on the sidelines, because Ruud kind of needs to come back quick, because this is the season, this is the part of the year right now where he can cash in on ranking points. He doesn't do well on grass, and in the hard courts, he's good, but this is Ruud time, right? This is Ruud season, right? Clay season. So Ruud kind of needs to come back quick, but Fritz could just ditch the entire clay season and come back for the grass, because that's when Fritz shines. Grass season, grass Fritz is the thing. I mean, he's probably as close to a grass specialist as you could. Not a grass specialist, but he's definitely. I mean, he's got half his titles are on grass. As that goes out by FIS, and it's 15 love. By the way, Chad, if you do want to watch this match, you can go watch it on the Tennis TV app. We're collaborating with them this year. But also, if you want to get the first month 20% off, go via the website or click the link in the chat or the description below. Clay Talk 26. Use that at checkout. You get 20% off first month of Tennis TV. 4-1 winner there from Rublev, and it's 30 love. And for the first month, as in the next month, you can watch this final, but Madrid and Rome are going to be covered over the next month. So if you get it for the next month, it'll cover the two Masters coming up. So it's a great time to get it. And you get it 20% off. So, I mean, like, why wouldn't you get it? They don't show WTA, though. Madrid, Rome on the men's side, not on the women's side. All right, 40 love. 40 love. Rublev to consolidate the break. 40 love. As the return goes out by FILS. 2 love Rublev. 2 love. If this goes 3-0 FILS, cooked. You reckon? Wimbledon Fritz versus Alcaraz was a good match. Oh, yeah. If that goes 5, it might have been match of the tournament. 2 love, Rublev. As we serve from FILS into the forehand of Rublev. Return to the forehand of FILS. He goes back behind Rublev for a winner, and it's 15 love. Musetti is young and good on all surfaces. Yeah. I'm tempted to get Musetti. I'm tempted. As we get a fault second serve. As the return goes in the net by Rublev. It's 30 love. I'd love to see Fritz win Heller. Is he playing Heller or is he playing Queen's Club? He plays Heller, right? Usually. Or does he play Queen's Club? I don't know. Backhand to backhand rally. FILS overhits that. And it's 30-15. 30-15. He played Queen's Club last year? Okay. 30-15. As FILS serves a fault, second serve. Is Shelton the third favourite for the French after today? Come on. What do you think? What do you think? What's your answer to that? Give me your answer and I'll tell you mine. 40-15. Good serve from FILS. Good hitting from FILS. Rublev couldn't handle it. 40-15. 7 to the forehand of Rublev. Return the forehand of FILS. Rublev inside out forehand goes long. 2-1. FILS on the board. Two, 1. Who do you think's going to win? I think it's going to be Rublev. Djokovic and Zverev are definitely still ahead. Yeah. Shelton is not top 6 for the French for me. Okay. With Shelton luck, he'll end up getting Alcaraz's side of the draw and get smoked in the quarters again. He didn't get smoked last year in the quarters, though. he got a set off Alcaraz last year. He's more confident than Zverev right now. Yeah, maybe. But does that make him third favorite? I don't know if confidence makes him favorite. I mean, so Plaza, you're saying that he is the third favorite. That's your statement. You're on the record of saying that. I wouldn't put him as third favorite. I think Djokovic is still top 4, top 5. I think Zverev. I mean, what if Shelton plays Zverev at the French? Do you think Shelton beats him? I don't know. Probably not. Does Fritz have any points to defend in Madrid? I think he made the quarters last year. I think he had a run in Madrid, right? He had a little run, I think. 4th round last year, yeah. So he's got 4th round points. He made the semis the year before, so yeah, he does lose a few points. He ended up losing a Rude. Love 15 face. And Rude won the whole thing. By the way, Musetti made the semis last year in Madrid. Chad, I'm buying Musetti. Musetti is in. If he doesn't play Alcaraz he doesn't play Sinner in the quarterfinals, Musetti is in. You put Musetti down the bottom with Zverev, I'm picking him. Love 15. Serve to the backhand of Face. Backhand from Rublev. Again, the backhand of Face. As Rublev backhand up the line. Face gets there with the forehand into the forehand of Rublev. Face. Forehand again. Up the line as Rublev hits backhand cross. Backhand to backhand. Face is on the attack and wins the point. Rublev sliced in the net. Love 30. All right. It's getting serious. Love 30. Face has calmed down those nerves. Love 30. Rublev serves again. Into the forehand of Face. Rublev backhand down the middle. Face runs around his backhand, hits a forehand. Into the Rublev forehand. Now Face gets his backhand. Goes backhand to backhand. As Rublev again to the backhand of Face. Rublev with a forehand inside in. That's a good shot. Face gets it. Rublev forehand down the line now. Face is doing a lot of running. As Rublev with a forehand up the line again. Face puts up a lob with a slice. It's going to bounce. In. Great defense. Rublev back on the baseline as we go backhand to backhand. Another one from Face. And Face overhits that one and Rublev survives. 15-30. Rublev was dominating that point up until Face hit that lob. And then luckily, I think Rublev would have lost his mind had he lost that point. But he wins it. 15-30. Good hustle by Face though. $15.30. Rublev serves again. Into the backhand of Face. Return is in the net. 30-all. 30-all. Tiafoe was also out of Madrid, by the way. Oh, really? That must have just happened. I didn't hear about that. All right, 30-all. As Rublev serves again. That's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Face. Forehand from Rublev again to the forehand of Face. Rublev, forehand up the line is wide. And Face has got a break point here, 30-40. To take back the break. 30-40. All right, 30-40. Rublev serves again. Guys, real windy out there too. The wind has picked up. All right, return goes in from Feast. Now to the forehand into the backhand of Rublev. Forehand again from Feast. He's picking on that forehand, backhand, but no, Feast missed it. Just overhits it. Deuce. All right, we get the deuce. And this final's starting to come alive. All right. First serve's a fault, second serve. As return goes in from Feast, the forehand of Rublev. Feast. Forehand to the backhand of Rublev. Into the forehand of Feast. As Rublev backhand again to the Feast forehand. Rublev again with the backhand. Yeah, Feast is just picking on that backhand every single time. Forehand out from Feast inside in. That's a great shot. Rublev slice goes in the net and Feast gets a break point as he shakes the fist. Advantage Feast. Advantage Feast to get back on serve. Why Mehdi playing every single clay event? What do you mean? As with a forehand now from FILS into the forehand of Rublev. Cross court, it's a good shot from Rublev. Slice FILS goes long. Nice play by Rublev. Back to deuce. It's just me, or is Rublev always the best dressed? I mean, he's definitely got some sick outfits. It's because it's his own brand, right? I think it's in collaboration with, I want to say K-Swiss. But yeah, I mean, he's got his own. It's his own brand. As the return goes in the forehand of Rublev. Backhand now from FILS into the Rublev forehand. FILS backhand to the backhand of Rublev. And Rublev in the net with his backhand. That's why FILS is picking on it. Advantage. FILS. By the way, FILS currently at a 7.4 performance rating compared to a 6.5 for Rublev. And Rublev is... FILS has hit a lot of errors, but he's been more aggressive and it's working in some of these rallies in this game, I should say. It's a bit of forehand from Rublev. That goes into the back of FILS. Rublev with a forehand inside out again to the back of FILS. But FILS overhits that one and we get back to deuce. Rublev hasn't won a second serve point yet. He's 0 for 4 on second serve points, but he's won every single first serve point. Except for one. So he's 9 out of 10 on first serve, 0 out of 4 on second serves. So Rublev needs to get his first serve in. Otherwise he's going to lose this game. He hits a fault, second serve. Well, we don't even need to watch this point because he's already going to lose the point, right? We don't even have to watch it. Serve to the forehand of FILS. Return goes in the back of Rublev. FILS wins the point. Rublev overhits it. What'd I say? We don't even need to watch that point. You've missed the first serve. Just give the point to FILS. Advantage FILS. 0-5 now. 0-5 on second serves. Fourth break point for FILS to get back on serve in this final, in this tie. Where are we? Final. We're not even in a tie break. I wish. Maybe we will be. Backhand goes into the forehand of Rublev. Rublev misses that one. FILS breaks back. 2-0. Nerves have settled. And FILS is back. 2-2. 2-all. All right, back to FILS now. He's going to serve to try and get in front here for the first time in this final. Sinner playing with the left arm in Madrid to give other players some hope. Good one. All right, 2-2. FILS to serve. FILS serves. Into the forehand of Rublev. Return the net. 15-love. And Koshchukov is setting a break in the ruined final. Oh, nice. Alright, first serve's a fault, second serve. $15-all. I dropped my phone. 15-all. As FILS serves again. An ace down the tee. 30-15. As we get a forehand from FILS up the line. That's a good shot. Rublev gets there with a forehand cross court, but it goes wide, and it's 40-15. FILS to take a 3-2 lead here in this final. Back in the day, I used to think Rublev, Tsitsipas, Medvedev would rule the tennis world at least for a decade. Yeah, well, the problem was that Nadal and Djokovic said no, and then Alcaraz and Sinner came over and said, yep, not going to happen. So, Fils with an ace. All right, Fils. He leads 3-2, first set. Yeah, there was a couple of goats that didn't go away and still haven't gone away, and then there was some young guys that came through and went, haha, get back in the line. This is our time now. Get back in line. And that sucks for them. It really does. Unlucky. They never really had the opportunity. There was like a slight brief opportunity before Sinner won his first, and also when Alcaraz won his first, like 22, 23, 24, there was like maybe a chance, maybe. Medvedev had an opportunity to win another slam. You know, Zverev was obviously up and had a chance to win a slam in the French Open a couple of years, but Ruud had a chance. I mean, that French not French Open, the US Open final. They all said no. They were all denied. Yeah, I mean, Fritz had a chance back in 2022 when he lost to Nadal, who then withdrew against Kyrgios. Would he have beaten Djokovic in the final of the Wimbledon that year? No, but he might have beaten Kyrgios in the semis to make the final. Because remember, Kyrgios was supposed to play Rafa. Rafa withdrew. Kyrgios played Djokovic. So 2022 Wimbledon was a chance for Fritz to make the final. Big chance. And then obviously he made the final of the US, thank God. Because if he didn't make a final of a Grand Slam and that was his only chance, that would have been really devastating. He also had a chance last year to take Alcaraz to 5 in the semis of Wimby. So, I mean, he's been thereabouts. But again, I think, you know, we'll remember, unfortunately, we'll remember these guys, you know, the Rublev generation, Zverev and Medvedev. At this stage, we're remembering those as the guys that kind of got lost in the mix, right? They were in the middle of, they're at the end of the goats and at the start of the Sinkeraz. Like, it's just unlucky. It just sucks, you know? It's just unfortunate. But then we can talk about that with the guys in the last generation, right? The guys that came up with Federer and Nadal, right? I mean, we talk about Monfils, we can talk about Dimitrov, we can talk about Nishikori, you know, all those guys who just, there wasn't many opportunities. The opportunities were, I mean, it's probably even less for Zverev and those guys because they didn't even get a year until, like, you know, it wasn't even a chance. Like, it's been, Djokovic is still playing and denying Zverev and these guys of getting to a slam final. I mean, I think Djokovic last year, didn't he beat Fritz and Zverev along the way? Like, he's denying them of making it even to the Sinner matches, right? Or the Alcaraz matches. For some of the matches, right? Lob goes up from Fils 2. Love 40, by the way. I'm yapping. Fils is like, I'm on fire. Mate, you are on fire. Love 40. Love 40 Fils to take the break. And lead. He was down 2-love. Rublev can't get that ball toss right. Rublev serves. A fault. Second serve. Second serve in the back of Fils. Return the back of Rublev. Rublev in the net. There's the break. Fils has won 4 in a row. And he leads with the break in this final now. All right, 4-2. 4-2. These players have made enough slam finals but couldn't convert them. There's a lot of players that made finals of slams and couldn't convert them. That's what makes the goats, right? Weird start. Yeah, it has been a strange start. You got to put that down to just nerves, right? Nervous start for Fils, but he's now, you know, settled the nerves after a couple of games, got the break back, now leads with a break, and it's 15-love. You just got to put it down to some nerves. Rublev's hit 1 winner and 8 unforced errors. Fils, 6 winners and 9 errors, but at least he's hitting winners. Forehand now to the backhand of Rublev. Into the forehand of Fils. Rublev backhand slice. Fils slices it, comes to the net. Rublev with a lob. Smash from FIS is too good. 30 love. $30 love. 24 minutes into this final. 30 love. As FIS serves again. And Rublev returns the forehand of FIS into the back, and now Rublev up the line. FIS defending as Rublev forehand to forehand with FIS. Rublev forehand again up the line to the back, and of FIS, who hits a winner down the line for a beautiful, probably the shot of the day. 40 love. What a beautiful shot by FIS. Even FIS is laughing. He's like, this guy threw everything at me and I still beat him. Like, Rublev smacked some forehands and FIS was like, that's not hard enough. I'll hit this. Crazy shot. Goran's like, let's go. Goran thought it was good too. 40 love. FIS is... He's taking over now. 40 love. First serve's a fault, second serve. Serving to the back of Rublev. Return goes long. FIS is up 5-2. He's got a 5 in a row games. 5 games in a row. He leads 5-2. Is Goran coaching FIS? Yeah. All right. He is tearing through this match now. Yeah, that backhand was intense. All right. How we doing, chap? FIS hungry for this title? Yeah. He's won the last 5 in a row after going down 2-0. FIS is in beast mode? Yeah. Are you too cold there? It is chilly in Melbourne, yeah. It is chilly. The weather is cold. Rublev in 3 courts slows down, I'm sure. Rublev in 3? Oh, Rublev in 3 courts slow down, I'm sure. Okay. Any withdrawals from Madrid besides Carlos, Jannik, and Novak? Sinner's playing Madrid. So there's no withdrawals there. Sinner, Alcaraz and Djokovic are not playing, but Sinner's playing. Sinner is in. Australia's like a whole other world. It is. Literally upside down. All right. Rublev serving to stay in the set. He serves a fault. Second serve. Serve to the forehand of FIS. Return goes to the forehand of Rublev. Off the tape. And over. FIS is going to get there with a slice up the line. Rublev with the pass. FIS with the volley wide. Great hustle by FIS to just get to the net cord. But Rublev was too strong with the pass and FIS couldn't handle the volley. 15 love. Rublev serves. Another fault. Second serve. Second serve, Rublev. Into the backhand of FIS. Backhand of Rublev into the forehand of FIS. Rublev forehand again to the FIS. Forehand of FIS attacks but missed. A forehand wide and it's 30 love. 30 love. Sinner playing for winning 5 Masters in a row or to make ranking gap further? I mean, both, right? I mean, also to get clay court form. More form. 40 love. And thank you, Nazi. Appreciate it. All right. First there's a fault by Rublev. Second serve. Can Rublev win +4? I don't know what you're saying. It's been a return. It's too good by FIS. 40-15. 40-15. 40-15. As we get a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of FILS. Rublev forehand to the forehand of FILS on the stretch. Rublev backhand cross court. FILS can get there with his backhand. Then Rublev up the line. Hits it in the nets. It's 40-30. And FILS is just out hitting Rublev at the moment. Like Rublev, I mean, he was playing clean, like pretty clean at the start. He wasn't missing much. But FILS is just overpowering him, and he hits another great shot returned. And Rublev in the net again. FILS is now almost level with errors and winners. So after a sloppy start, FILS is taken over. All right, deuce. Rublev serves again. Into the backhand of FILS. Return the forehand of Rublev. He shanks it into the net, and FILS has got a set point. FILS says sorry because I think it hit the line on the baseline on the way back. All right, advantage FILS to take the first set. Rublev to serve. Serve to the forehand of FILS. Return goes into the forehand of Rublev, who hits it wide. And FILS wins 6 in a row. From 2-love down to 6-2 up. Rublev was also up 40-love in that game. 31 minutes, first set in the bag, FILS on fire. 6-2. Yeah, Rublev was 40-love. That hurts even more. And now, FILS is serving first in the second as well, so that's even more painful for Rublev. Another issue for Rublev. All right. By the way, chat, we're almost at 200 likes. Don't forget to like the video if you haven't already. Yeah, so FILS, he was down a break in the first game. He lost the first game of the match. And then came storming back, broke back to get to 2-0, broke to get to 4-2, then broke to win the set. Yeah, Rublev hasn't imploded or got angry yet, but God, he's not going to be feeling good about that set. That was a brutal set of tennis for Rublev after an initial good start, right? All right. FILS is going to serve first in the second. And Rublev needs to stop this momentum. Rublev is not to be trusted, okay? Good for you, Cam. FILS maybe wins in 2. Why is it good for me? Subscribe. Let's get to 295k before the start of the French. Yeah, let's get there. Let's get there. Let's try and get to 295. Still think Rublev can win? I mean, that was a brutal way to lose the set. Especially like the 40-love game. I mean, he's up 40-love. He was literally up 40-love to get that, to at least make FILS earn it, right? That was tough. Belated congrats on 294. Hey, thank you. Appreciate that. Is FILS on your team? Oh, yeah, he is. He is on my team, which is great. I mean, I do want to get a good match, though. I don't want it to just be a easy, straightforward win. I do want to get, have a good finale. I feel like we haven't had a good finale today. It's been 2 pretty straightforward matches so far, and now this one. All right, FILS serving first and the second. Let's see if Rublev can turn it around. He did lose the first set in his semi-final, and he came back to win, so let's see as FILS hits that one out. It's love 15. Love 15. Coming back from this would be a mental chore for Rublev. I mean, look, if he can get off to a good start again in the second and maintain the lead, maybe he can. Rublev hasn't lost his cool yet, though. I mean, he's seeming pretty level-headed as we've got a forehand now from Rublev into the backhand of FIS. Forehand from Rublev into the forehand of FIS. Again, forehand to forehand as FIS goes up the line. Rublev backhand. Goes in. FIS gets it back with a slice. Rublev on the attack. FIS just scrambles and hits it long on the forehand, and it's love 30. All right. This feels like the first set. Love 30. FIS serves again. And we're going to fault second serve. Double fault. All right, love 40. Love 40. Rublev to get the break straight away. Love 40. Sorry, chat, I didn't see it. Love 40. Yeah, please don't spam. Serve in the back of Rublev. Return. Into the back of FIS. Rublev backing up the line. FIS gets it with the forehand on the stretch. Rublev forehand to the back of FIS, who hits an inside-out backhand winner. And it's... It's 15-40. 15-40. Serve again from FIS. Is long. Second serve. Second serve FIS. To the backhand of Rublev. Return goes into the forehand of FIS. Inside in winner from FIS. Beautiful shot. 30-40. All right. 2 saved. That's right, Deb. I wasn't paying attention either, so. All right. 30-40. Still break point with Rublev. Second set. Start of the second as we get a return now from Rublev into the forehand of FIS. Rublev back in again to the forehand of FIS. Rublev back in again. Goes to the forehand of FIS. Now Rublev gets his own forehand. FIS is attacking. Forehand to forehand. Now Rublev making FIS move. Into the backhand as with another forehand from Rublev. FIS back in again to the Rublev forehand. FIS with the backhand cross court. Into the Rublev backhand. They're just going back into backhand now. As FIS. Again with the backhand to the backhand of Rublev. FIS runs around into forehand inside in for a winner. Wow. FIS crushes it and waves to the crowd. He's like, come on, everybody. That was a great shot. They were going backhand to backhand, and then the second FIS knew that Rublev was going to go cross. He's like, you know what? I'm going to run around this and crush it. And he smoked that down the line. And the celebration of match, I mean, that was... It's like they were playing chicken. And they were going cross court for a bit, and then it's like, who's going to try and hit a forehand first? And FIS is like, I'll do it. I'll take the risk. Great shot. And then he hits a great serve, and it goes out by Rublev, and Rublev's starting to get a little annoyed. He slapped the racket. Advantage FIS. Great shot from FIS. I mean, he did what Rublev should have done. Run around and hit that forehand. Rublev should have done it. All right, advantage FIS. By the way, and that was on a break point down as well for FIS. So FIS was like, I'm going to take even more risk. There's been a backhand return. Into the forehand of FIS. Forehand from Rublev. Again to the forehand of FIS. They're just going cross court at the moment. Rublev now trying to pick up the pace. FIS goes down the line. Rublev backhand. FIS gets it back with his backhand. Now Rublev with a forehand to the forehand of FIS. Into the forehand of Rublev. FIS backhand up the line. Great shot again from FIS. He's on fire. Back-to-back games from either 40 love or love 40. And he wins 5 points in a row to win this one as well. That's got to piss Rublev off. FIS crushes 2 shots to save the game. 1 love FIS. I mean, Rublev should have won these 2 games. He's got 40 love and love 40 in the last 2. And FIS came back roaring. All right, 1 love. That was a huge opportunity missed by Rublev. And Rublev's just looking at the coaches like, why didn't I break? Like, what did I do wrong? All right, 1-love Feast. Rublev has to win this game. Like, this game is a big one. And he has to win it. Probably, preferably from 40-love and win the game at 40-love. Just to forget about what happened in the last 2 games. As Rublev serves a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the back end of Feast. Return goes back into Rublev. Feast, backhand. Again to the back end of Rublev, but Feast hit it wide. And it's 15-love. 15-love. All right, serve again. Rublev. Serves another fault. Man, he can't find first serves today, Rublev. He's missing all the first serves. Second serve into the back of the Feast. Return. Nope. It's called a let. As we have double fault Rublev and the ball goes flying into the sky. If it lands in the court, he doesn't get in trouble. 15-all. Yeah, no code violation if you hit the ball high in the sky and it lands inside the court. It's only when you hit it outside of the boundary of the court that you get code violations. Rublev knows enough about that. He's like, yeah, I know what to do. If I'm going to be angry, I'm going to hit the ball high. I'm not going to hit the ball out. Drop shot Rublev. Feast is going to get there. Put up the line. Backing out from Rublev. Back up the line is a winner. Beautiful pass. 30-15. Lovely hitting by Rublev. 30-15. It was a good hustle by Feast, but Rublev knew. He's like, I'm going to go back up that line again if you get to this one. All right, we get a let from Rublev. Got to get first serves, man. Just can't get those first serves. As a return goes out by Feast, and Rublev gets to 40-15. All right, he's got a hold here. He's got a hold here. None of this losing from 40-love, 40-15. He's got to just get a big ace and get the hell out of this game. As the return goes in the net and Rublev holds. All right, that's what he needed. 1-1. All right, Rublev holds. Back to Feast. Rublev's bubbling. I can feel it. Yeah, it's he's definitely simmering. There's a few bubbles in the volcano. Definitely some smoke coming out of the top. Rublev looking more determined in this game than pissed off, though. He's got that angry look of determination. All right, 1-1. As a return from Rublev goes long, and it's 15-love. All right, 15-love. As a return from Rublev goes out, 30-love. Great serving, Feast. 30-love. As Rublev returned, but it's called a let by from Feast. As we're back in return from Rublev, and Feast just puts the forehand away. He put that off with an angle, but that could have gone horribly wrong had he have missed that. 40-love. Love. As a return from Rublev, goes into the forehand of Feast. Drop shot's good. Rublev's going to get there. Oh, and Feast volleys in the net. I don't know why Feast went for that. Rublev, I don't know if Rublev's shot was going in. It might have gone wide. 40-15. Serve into the forehand of Rublev. Feast up the line. Goes long. 40-30. Feast is making this hard on himself. He was down love 40 in the first game, though, so how tough could it be? Ah, 40-30. As the backhand return goes into the backhand of Feast. Forehand from Rublev. Into the Feast backhand slice. Rublev drop shot. It's too good. Beautiful shot and a little leg flick from Rublev. A little heel flick by Rublev there. What the hell? Just a little. Oh, it's going over. Just kick out that heel. Just whoop. Get that heel up. little whoop. Just a little. That's why it went over. If he doesn't do that, he hits it in the net. Like, that's the trick, chat. If you want to hit a good drop shot, you got to make sure you lift up your knee. That's the trick. If that whoop, it's like a little giddy up, right? That goes in the net there from Rublev. That didn't work because he didn't kick the knee. Didn't lift the knee. Anyways, advantage Feast to get the lead again. There's a bit of fault from Feast. Second serve. As a return from Rublev goes to the back and Feast. Feast up the line in the net. Back to deuce. Back to deuce. Serve again. As a return from Rublev goes into the forehand of Feast. Rublev can't get that one. Feast crushes that inside in forehand winner. Advantage Feast. Advantage Feast. As Feast serves again to take the lead. Serve out wide to fault. Second serve. Second serve into the backhand of Rublev, but the return goes long. And Feast holds. This could have easily been 3-love Rublev. It could have been 3-love Rublev. But it's 2-1 Feast. And Rublev remains behind in this set. All right. Feast has won, 8 of the last 9 games as well? How are we doing, chat? By the way, where are we watching from? I haven't asked that today. Where are we watching from? I did not know about this emoji. Yeah, we got a Coco Gauff emoji. We've changed it up a little bit. Also got a Rublev emoji. Shout out to Akil for gifting all those memberships earlier in the week. I got Philippines, Chicago, India, England. Oh, check out my phone. Shout out to England. Hello? Nah, Charles, I can't talk right now. Yeah, nah, sorry. Yeah, I'll talk later. Right. And I have a skateboard. All right, we've got Mexico, we've got Manila, Tulsa, we've got Montreal, Kentucky, Pakistan in the house, Palm Springs. We got Paris, Taiwan, Vienna, South Africa, Glasgow. We've got Hamburg, Ireland, Liverpool. How do you say it? Minnesota in the house. We've got LA, Italy, Alabama. All right, 2-1 Feast. I'm French, but I'm living in the Philippines. Hey, nice. All right. All right, love 15. Feast trying to get that break. Watching from Miami. Nice. Portugal as well in the house. Serve in the back of the face. Return goes for Rublev. Face. Passing shot goes long. Hawkeye took a long time to say out that time. Everyone thought it was in. And Hawkeye said, sorry, it's out. It's out. Sorry. Hawkeye's got a wakey. 15-0. That was almost incredible. All right, 15-0. Serve to the back and the face. Return goes wide. Rublev 30-15. 30-15. Rublev serves again. A bit of fault from Rublev. Second serve. Second serve. Into the back end of face. Rublev with a slice. Goes long, and it's 30-0. Trouble for Rublev again. Nothing's coming easy for Rublev in this one. Nothing. 30-0. Rublev serves again. That's a fault. Second serve. As a return from face goes the forehand of Rublev. Face with the backhand cross court. Rublev gets it into the forehand of face now as Rublev on the stretch with a shank. Lands in. Face inside out forehand. Rublev slices it back. Face forehand inside out again. Rublev slices that back, but it's in the net from Rublev, and it's 30-40 face to take the break in the second. 30-40. Again, just nice aggression from face. Just relentless against the Rublev backhand in particular. He keeps picking on that backhand. 30-40. Rublev serves. A fault. Second serve. Is a let. Second serve. Into the back of the face. Return the net. Face had the chance. Rublev hit a decent second serve. It was a bit of a kicker out wide. Hit the line too, I think. Very risky. Risky serve. Sinner's playing Madrid, yeah. All right, deuce. Serving to the back of the face. Return goes to forehand of Rublev. Face backhand. To the back of the Rublev up the line. Face forehand cross. As they go forehand to forehand. Face again making Rublev stretch. Forehand to forehand again. Rublev gets it back. Face again with a forehand. Rublev just trying to hang on to the rally. Now face cross-court winner. Face relentless again. Smokes a winner, and Rublev's like, am I playing me? Am I playing against myself here? What the hell's going on here? Advantage face. Rublev Jr. And face is getting the crowd going as well. And Rublev's just like, what? I'm trying to hit harder. All right, face with the break point. Rublev serves a fault. What do you reckon? He kicks it out wide. Second serve. Kicks out wide to the back of the face. Back in our Rublev again to the back of the face. Face hits it wide. And Rublev survives. Back to deuce. Man, there was a chance there. I mean, he went. Look, it worked the first time on the break point, so why not kick it out to the back end and see what happens? If face hits a winner, too good. Deuce. Rublev just needs some first serves, man. He keeps missing. And missed another first serve in the net. Second serve. Second serve. Face runs around the backhand and hit the forehand to the backhand of Rublev. Rublev shanks it. And it's another break point for face to take this break here in the second. Face is playing ridiculously well with that forehand. His forehand is on fire. 9.4 on the shot quality scale for his forehand. Rublev's only at a 7.6, which is way below his average. It's about his average, but FILS is on fire. That forehand is crazy. Rublev, no wonder Rublev keeps kicking to the backhand. As FILS runs around the backhand to the forehand, Rublev backhand into the backhand of FILS now. And FILS hits it out. Wow, that was lucky. Rublev, third time, down break point, kicks it out to the backhand. FILS runs around the backhand because he knew it was coming. He could read it from a mile away. He basically told him 2 weeks ago that he was going to do that. Hits a forehand instead, and Rublev, luckily, can get it back to the backhand of FILS, and then FILS hits along. Back to deuce. Like, Rublev, very fortunate again. If FILS just hits one good backhand on break point, he's stuffed. That goes out again from Rublev and FILS. Now, chat. Third time in a row he's done a kicker to the backhand on the second serve. What do you think Rublev does now? I reckon he goes first serve down the tee, misses that one, he kicks it out wide again. He has to. I mean, he can't afford to kick it to the forehand or hit it to the forehand. Oh, he kicks it out wide and serve and volley, Rublev. He fooled us all. Back to deuce. Rublev with a first serve kicker to the backhand. Chat, he fooled us all. He fooled us all. And it worked. Serve and volley. First serve out wide. Chat, he fooled us all. Back to deuce. All right, return goes in the net by FILS. Good first serve again. Yeah, what a turn of events. He makes the first serve, but he goes with the slower first serve out wide. I mean, look, chat. The predictable play would have been big serve down the tee, and he went with the unpredictable play, and it worked. FILS wasn't ready. Now Rublev serves a fault. Where's he going? Kick out wide? Nah. FILS is literally standing to hit a forehand on the backhand side. Second serve as FILS runs around into forehand to the forehand of Rublev. FILS forehand, again to the backhand of Rublev. Slice is wide, and we get to deuce. Like, actually, right? FILS is standing, normal stance position, right, would be here. He's standing here when Rublev is serving because he knows that Rublev is going to serve out to the backhand. So he's like, well, I'm going to stand here, almost like around here, so I can hit a forehand. Like, FILS is like, bro, you kick it out wide. I dare you. I dare you. Go out wide again. I dare you. Rublev, forehand down the line. That's a good shot. Slice from FILS goes in. Rublev runs around his backhand, hits a forehand, leaves the court exposed. And FILS goes back down the line to fool everybody. What a shot by FILS. These guys are playing some serious, hard-hitting chess. Rublev with the inside-in forehand and starts sprinting to the other side because he knows he's got the whole court to cover. And FILS goes, well, I'm going to go down the line because you're running away from it. What the hell? Advantage FILS. As Rublev kicks into the backhand of FILS. This goes into the backhand of Rublev. FILS backhand again to the forehand of Rublev. Inside into the forehand of FILS. As Rublev forehand again to the forehand of FILS. FILS goes wide down the line. And we get back to deuce. This is a marathon game. So important too. Chad, I've got to show you what happened on that last point. That last point was crazy. I wish we had more time to talk about it. But this is what Rublev, right? We'll get rid of this because we know this. Rublev gets the short ball, right? Goes inside him with the forehand. FILS is here. And Rublev's like, oh shit, I better go to cross because FILS is going to go cross court, right? FILS is like, I'm going to go over here. But no, FILS goes down the line instead while Rublev's sprinting away. Like that was... This show was so smart as Rublev gets to advantage. Because the easy play would have been like, well, Rublev was here, right? Rublev hit a forehand from here. And that would have been, he had the whole court to cover, and FILS is like, oh, just go over there. FILS is like, no, I'm gonna fool you. I'm gonna go down the line. Good luck. All right, back to deuce. The marathon continues. The marathon continues. These guys, this is a very important game. 7th deuce point. Rublev has to hold. This feels like the match right now. FILS is playing some great tennis, and Rublev needs to hold as he gets a free point with a good serve. Advantage Rublev. Advantage Rublev. Serve. Into the back of FILS. Return goes the forehand of Rublev. FILS. Forehand cross goes in. Rublev slicing the net, and we get back to deuce again. Am I nervous about Arsenal? No. Why would I be nervous about Arsenal? Feast hit the line on that forehand cross court. And Rublev sliced it in the net. Back to Deuce. Deuce jail for real? Yeah, we are in Deuce jail. All right. Rublev serves again. As the backhand return goes into the forehand of Rublev. Forehand from Feast into the forehand of Rublev as Feast backhand. Into the forehand of Rublev, and Rublev overhits it, and Feast gets to advantage. Again with a break point, and Rublev starting to chat. He's saying that you hit the line, I missed the line. How is this fair? Well, ask the ball. The ball missed the line. It's the ball's fault. Advantage Feast. To finally get this break. 6th break point of this game alone. Serve. Out wide. Serve and volley Rublev. That's going to work! Just works for Rublev. He does the kicker out wide. Feast with the backhand. Rublev almost stopped. He didn't commit to the volley, and then he's like, I better put a racket there. And he gets away with it. That was sketchy as hell, but he'll take it. Rublev was, that was a terrible volley. He didn't deserve, Rublev should have, it was a great execution. Horrible court position. As with a forehand inside out of the back of the Feast. Into the forehand of Rublev. Rublev in the net gives a free one away. Again, advantage Feast. He was on the service line and just stopped and then stuck the racket out and got away with it. But, all right, chat, if you're Rublev now, are you going down the tee? You've kicked it out wide so many times. You've served and volleyed. Feast is starting to read it. You just hit a big bomb down. Rublev, by the way, pumping himself up. You don't see that very often. He's usually angry. Serve. Out wide again to the back of the Feast. Man, he keeps kicking to the Feast. Backhand as we get another backhand for Feast in the forehand of Rublev. Feast with a slice. Rublev's going to come in with a forehand cross court. Feast with a lob. Rublev smash. Puts it away. Just. Rublev back to Deuce as he fires up everybody. Rublev's getting a bit punchy, but in a good way. Fired up, not pissed off. Deuce. Crazy game. This is the 10th Deuce? Actually Deuce jail. We're there. Deuce jail. Legit. Rublev serves again. He just needs 2 big serves and to get the hell out of this game. Serve out wide the forehand of Feast. Rublev forehand behind Feast. Goes in. Feast hits it in the net. Smart by Rublev. All right, advantage Rublev. He's got to go down the tee on this serve, right? He can't kick it to the backhand again. He's kicked it out of the backhand so often. Feast is literally standing ready for the backhand or an inside-out forehand or an inside-in forehand. Rublev's got to go down the tee. He kicks it out again. Feast gets it but hits it in the net and Rublev gets away with it. Look, if it works, it works. All right, Rublev gets out of juice hell and he levels at 2-all. Congratulations, you held a game after 20 minutes and it's 2-all. That's it. You don't get anything else for it. You level. Yay. Woo. Worth it. All right. That was at least a 13-minute game. And now Feast might win this game in a minute, and then Rublev's got to sit down and try again, Feast serves an ace. What am I saying? 15 love. I need that game to end to make a coffee. All right, 15 love. Rublev returns in the forehand of Feast. Feast in the net, 15-all. 15-all. That was brutally exhausting hold for Rublev, yeah. He gets broken there, game over. Unless Feast gets nervous, which could happen later in the match, but if he gets broken there, I think Rublev's out. It gets a 4-1, maybe Feast gets a second break as insurance, and then wins at 6-2. But such an important game for Rublev just to keep his sanity. All right, Feast 30-15. First serve's a fault, second serve. Rublev runs around, he's backhand hit a forehand, but he leaves the court exposed, and Feast puts it away, 40-15. Not bad by Rublev. Not a bad idea, but the execution needed to be better because FILS just went, you just left the whole court open. Like, what are you doing? Like, actually, I could hit it anywhere. FILS serves a fault, second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Rublev, up the line to the slice of FILS, but FILS goes wide, 40-30. 40-30. As FILS serves again just to get back in front. Serve to the backhand of Rublev. Backhand for FILS up the line. Rublev forehand on the stretch. Goes long. FILS holds. That's exactly what he needed after Rublev just played a match that took almost half the entire... a game that took half the match. Okay. 3-2 FILS leads. All right. How are we doing, chat? How are we doing? Think you use a ton of energy there, and this means that FILS will eat now? Well, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, it could have easily been a break there, but FILS didn't seem bothered by not taking the opportunity because he's probably thinking, I can just win the next game. Don't worry about it. As long as I make you serve, I'll eventually break you. Like he's that confident here. He's not really bothered by he's not bothered by Rublev's serve. But don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And also don't forget to like the video. We're almost at 300 likes. So appreciate that. Madrid starts Tuesday, I think. So we're back at it again. Kicking off Madrid. 2-week Masters. Kind of. I guess they're 2 weeks. They start on Monday and they end on a Sunday. 2 weeks later, so probably. Rublev needs to heat up. I mean, Rublev needs an easy game on serve. He's had marathon games lately. Needs a confidence-boosting, easy 15 game, 15 hold. FILS playing better now? Yeah, FILS is playing amazing. All right, here we go. Back to Rublev. Who has played some... I mean, he's had the tough time on serve. Here we go. Rublev to serve. Here's another fault. Second serve. How is Rublev looking on the anger management front? He looks fine. He's getting a little frustrated, but he's not yet imploded. He's having a couple of chats, but he's not smacked himself or anything like that. He's keeping it together. 15 love. Serving to the backhand of FILS. Rublev with a forehand goes long. 15-all. Poor error by Rublev that time. Oh, Kostruk won in Rouen. Nice. 15-all. Rublev serves again. A fault. Second serve. $15-all. Serve again by Rublev. Into the back of the face. Rublev inside out forehand in the net. 15-30. What's up? You want to say hello, do you? Hey? You want to come say hi? What's up? You want to see what's going on with Rublev? Yeah. What's up? Hey? 15-30. As we get a backhand return from FILS into the forehand of Rublev. FILS goes to the backhand again of Rublev into the forehand of FILS. Inside into the forehand of Rublev as they go forehand to forehand. Now Rublev tries to go to the backhand of FILS, but Rublev can't get there. Rublev slices it back. FILS on the attack, puts it away. He just couldn't get there. What's up? You're looking at a skateboard. You want to skate? You can go sniff it. Go on. All right. 15-40. Rublev tried to go to that backhand, but he just didn't hit it close enough to the line. And FILS hit that forehand and took over the point. 15-40. Serving the forehand to Feast. Return goes the forehand to Rublev. Feast backhand on the stretch. Into the net. One save. 30-40. That's a lot of break points saved. 30-40. Break point again for Feast. As Rublev serves. No, he doesn't. Now Rublev serves. A fault. Is he going to kick it out of the backhand? Feast is ready for it. Second serve. Kicks out to the backhand of Feast. Into the backhand of Rublev. Feast runs around into forehand inside in. Rublev gets it back with his forehand. Feast gets it back. Rublev with a drop shot. Feast is going to get there. Hit a drop shot back. Rublev can't get it. Feast gets the break. He raises the arm. 4-2 Feast in the second. Finally gets it done. Patience from Feast. But he gets that break. 4-2. He's up a set and a break in this final. And Rublev just, again, just going with the kick out wide, see what happens. But Feast was ready. And once Feast gets that forehand going, it is scary. And Rublev couldn't handle that drop shot off a drop shot. 4-2 Feast. Serves an ace down the tee. That's what Rublev needs. He needs some of those free points, but he couldn't get them. 15 love. As Feast serves again. That's a fault. Second serve. Yeah, drop off a drop shot. Classic. As we're back in now from Feast into the forehand of Rublev. Cross-court winner from Rublev, and it's the 15-0. All right. All right, 15-0. As Feast serves again. Into the backhand of Rublev. Feast with a backhand cross. Rublev gets it. Feast backhand up the line winner. Rublev took a step to the backhand. He's like, you going cross court? He's like, no, I'm going down the line. Whoops. Rublev wouldn't have made it anyway. He wouldn't have got there with he wouldn't have been able to get there anyway. Feast got him easy. 30-15. Feast looks top 10. Oh, yeah. I think Feast is hungry. He wants that top 10. Yep. 30-15. As Feast comes to the net and puts it away. 40-15. Feast to go to 5-2. $40-15. As a return from Rublev, Feast just goes down the line. Didn't need to do anything really special on that one. 5-2 Feast. He's one game away from winning this title. And besides that marathon game that Rublev held, it's been a pretty quick final. You take that one out of it, it's less than an hour. So this has been a pretty quick final. Rublev's going to serve to stay in the match. All right. What will Feast's ranking be if he wins? Great question. So Feast, winning this match, he will be ranked number 25. He'll overtake Rinderknecht and deny Rinderknecht for a career-high ranking too. Friendly fire. But yeah, he'll go into the number 25. He's currently 29, so he's back in the top 30. That means he'll be seeded. He's going to be seeded anyway, but he'll be seeded at Madrid. So he'll get a bye in the first round of Madrid as well, which is just a bonus prize. But also, by winning this match, getting to 25, he'll avoid playing Sinner or Zverev in a third round in Madrid. He'll avoid those guys until the fourth round. So that also is another special bonus. Because if you're between 25 and 32, you got to play top 8 in the third round. But being in the top 24, which he'll be because withdrawals have happened, he'll actually avoid playing those guys. So he won't have to play those guys till the fourth round of Madrid at the very earliest, which is a massive deal. And that draw comes out tomorrow. FIS will play in Turin for sure. You reckon he'll play Turin? What's he doing in the race of the finals? Because he's had a hell of a couple of tournaments. I mean, we talked about it earlier, right? So FIS wins this. He's number 6 in the race of the finals. He overtakes Djokovic. He's already in the top 8 for the first time in a while, I think, for the year. But yeah, he'll be number 6 in the race of the finals, just behind Shelton at number 5. That's really interesting. All right. Rublev serving to stay in the match, 15-love. Yeah, he will put himself right in that ATP Finals mix. Long season to go, though. We've still got a lot more tennis to go, but if he stays healthy, he might be challenging for that spot in Turin at the end of the year. Rublev serving to stay in the match, 15-love. As a return goes out by FIS, 30-love. 30-love. FIS could definitely make Turin. It depends on the grass season, though. I don't know if it depends on the grass. It depends on his health. Because he could skip the grass and still make Turin. I mean, Casper Ruud did it millions of times. Casper Ruud made the final of the Turin, the ATP Finals for how many years and didn't play well at Wimbledon at all. So I don't think you need to play the grass to do anything. Plus, he can play on hard courts. We know that. The US series is probably going to be a big deal for him. Also, the indoor series at the end, like Paris, Vienna, Basel, those tournaments. I feel like that's where FIS needs to really do well. For a spot in Turin, that might be the tournament that decides it, right? He might be in that 7 to 10 by the time we get to indoor tennis, and then that might be the difference. Anyways, FIS it to win a 40-15. Ruud's not good on grass. It's not that Ruud's not good on grass. He just doesn't. He could probably play on grass if he really wanted to. His game's not terrible on grass, but he just doesn't put much effort into that season because he either is very tired from the clay or he just doesn't see the value in trying to, put all your effort into that match or into those matches because, you play grass for a month. Rublev, he holds. That was the easiest game of the match for Rublev on serve. Probably since the first game of the match. Now FIS going to serve for the match. Are there any nerves? Is FIS nervous? All right, FIS serves a fault. Second serve. Second serve to the forehand of Rublev. Return goes deep into the forehand of FIS. Rublev, forehand up a line. FIS is there with his backhand, but it hits in the net. It's love 15. All right, love 15. All right, Rublev gets the first point. As the return goes into the forehand of FIS, and FIS overhits at love 30. All right, love 30. Dangerous game for FIS. All right. As FIS forehand goes wide again. Oh, no. Love 40. Love 40. As FIS serves a fault, second serve. Serving to the back of Rublev. Return is shanked. It goes into the forehand of FIS. Rublev backhand. Into the forehand of FIS up the line. Rublev with a slice backhand. It's going to go in the net. All right, FIS saves one. 15-40. $15-40. Still a break point for Rublev to get back on serve. As FIS serves. A let. All right, serve again. Fils serves. A fault. Second serve. Oh, it's a double fault. All right, Rublev. He's back on serve. Such a nervous game by Fils. Such a nervous game. I think it was, 2 errors in the double fault? All right, Rublev's back on serve, but he's still down 4-5. So Fils can still win it here by breaking, and he has broken Rublev. But such a nervous game. He doesn't look bothered, though. But worst game of the match by far for Fils. I guess he just wants to break to win. Let's see what happens. All the pressure back on Rublev now. All right. Hold now, Rublev. And he's got to do that now. Serving it out's always a mental challenge, yeah. I think Fils... When did we watch Fils the other week? A couple of weeks ago. He had 2 breaks of serve, and he got broken the first time of trying, and then he held the second time. So it's not unusual for Fils to get broken serving for a match, an important match, a tough match. I mean, you're serving for the championship. I mean, there's nothing more important than that. Serving for a title, right? Especially first title since your injury, right? All right, but Rublev, he still's got a hold, and he's been not serving well. He's been struggling on serve himself. All right, Rublev, good serve. Return goes in the forehand of Rublev, and Fils hits a forehand to the backhand of Rublev. And Rublev in the net. Rublev, bad bounce by Fils, apparently. Rublev wasn't happy with that. Love 15. Love 15. Can Fils break to win? Love 15. All right. Rublev serves again. As the return goes in the forehand of Rublev. Into the backhand of Fils. Rublev forehand inside in. Fils is doing all the running. As Rublev gets his backhand again to the forehand of Fils. But Fils goes inside out with a winner. Rublev totally fooled. Love 30. Rublev thought, oh, you're going cross court. You're going to just nail cross court. No, Fils just changed his mind at the last second. Just little flick inside out. Yeah, Rublev was already leaning forehand and it went the other way. Love 30. Rublev in big trouble now. Again on serve. I mean, we've said that so many times today. Return goes in the back of Rublev. Fils on the attack. Hits another forehand winner. And now it's championship points for Fils. Love 40. To take his first trophy since his injury. To rocket back into the top 25. 3 championship points. Rublev with a serve. Is an ace down the tee. Where was that? An hour and a half ago. Where were those aces earlier in this match? Is that the first ace of the day or second ace? Because he's bid nothing. All right, championship point number 2. For Arthur Fils. Rublev serves. Into the forehand of Fils. Return goes long and Rublev saves 2. 30-40. Championship point number 3. 30-40. Again, don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe. Madrid, next week. These guys playing. Return goes in from Fils to the forehand of Rublev. Fils on the stretch, gets it back, but hits it in the net, and Rublev survives. We get the deuce. Rublev hangs on. 3 championship points saved. God, it feels like Fils has to win this game right now. It's like, if he goes 5-all, This could get sketchy. I think FIS needs to close it out now. But will Rublev let him? Good serve. FIS gets it back. Rublev up the line. FIS there with his backhand. Again to the Rublev forehand. As FIS backhand again to the Rublev forehand. FIS playing defense. As we get a forehand against Rublev. FIS up the line, goes wide. God, that was weird. FIS wasn't playing that defensively all match. Advantage Rublev. Oh no. Not like this. Advantage Rublev to survive. And save 3 championship points in the process. Serve. Into the backhand, FIS in the net. Rublev somehow gets out of that game. He was up 40-love and lost games like that. He was up love 40 and lost games like that. He hasn't done that. For the entire match, Rublev clutch. And he levels a 5-all. And this game is the hardest game of the match for FIS. FIS has now got to win this game quickly because he just had 3 chances to win the whole thing. You've got to remember, hopefully he forgot about that. He doesn't remember that. Second serve to the backhand of Rublev. Return is short. FIS hits a cross court with the backhand to the backhand of Rublev. Into the forehand of FIS now. Rublev hitting the ball deep. And FIS forehand again. Rublev backhand up the line. That's a good shot. FIS goes cross court wide. And has love 15. Rublev. Rublev with some deep backhands. And FIS misses the forehand. All right, love 15. Rublev, I think, has won 6 points in a row now. Serving to the forehand of Rublev. Rublev hits it out. Nice serve down the tee from FIS. 15-all. Thanks so much for this. No worries. You asked about FIS and nerves. Asked and answered. I mean, look. Hopefully it doesn't become a thing. But it has happened before. He has been nervous before. He also has won matches from saving match point too. Forehand rally, one of this week. As with a backhand to backhand rally now, Rublev hits it deep into the backhand of FIS, and FIS hits it too deep, and it's 15-30. Rublev's got a chance to get the break here. This would be just devastating for FIS. I mean, he served for the match. He had love 40 championship points. Rublev hit a great serve, and then FIS just couldn't get in the rallies. And now, Rublev might break. 15-30. Backhand return the net. FIS needs that. Great serve. 30-all. FIS serves again. Into the forehand. Rublev return is wide, and FIS gets the 40-30. All right, to keep that lead. 40-30. FIS serves. Into the Rublev forehand. Return goes into the forehand of FIS. Rublev forehand again. To the backhand of FIS. Up the line is just long. Hawkeye took its time. Rublev, FIS thought it was in. He started to celebrate. But it was just long. Deuce. Man, FIS was ready to start throwing fists, and Hawkeye said, wait a second, let me ruin the party. God, Hawkeye, just a party pooper. Deuce. As the return goes into the forehand of FIS, FIS shanks it wide. Advantage Rublev. Uh-oh. A chance for Rublev to take this break and then serve for this set. FIS was up 5-2. He had 3 championship points. He served for the match. Serve the forehand of Rublev. FIS forehand. Into the forehand of Rublev on the stretch. FIS on the attack. Rublev gets us right with a pass. And FIS misses the volley! Rublev breaks, and he is going to serve for this set to take us to a third in this Barcelona final. Oh, my God. Feast. This hurts. This is hard. I mean, chat. He served for it. He played the worst game of the match. He had match points. Rublev saved them. And then he couldn't. And then he gets the 5-0 and it's all going wrong. Rublev's on fire. He's won 4 in a row. And he is serving for the set to take us to a third. Brutal. It's not over till it's over. That's it. It's not a comeback unless you win either. But Rublev's like, hey, I know what I'm doing. He knows how to win. Rublev's won matches like this before. He's a 500 king. Rublev wins, as I said. Hey, the comeback has well and truly started. But he has to win it to be a comeback. Let's go Rublev. Rublev takes the second. Not yet. I mean, Rublev's got a hold. And his serve hasn't been great. Let's see if he gets nervous. Crazy match, yeah. At least we're getting a match. You know, we haven't had a good match. The two matches that we've watched today were both pretty straightforward. So at least we're getting some... and this match looked like it was going the same way. So at least we're getting some entertainment here. All right, here we go. It's going to be Rublev serving to take us to a third. Now, the last service game, Rublev was down love 40, so remember that. The feast isn't out of this yet. All right, Rublev to serve. Into the forehand of Feast, return. Into the Rublev backhand. Feast, forehand cross court. Up goes a lob by Rublev, but it's not going to be good enough. Feast puts the way the easy drop volley. And it's love 15. Love 15. Nice aggression by Feast. As Rublev serves again. To the backhand of Feast. Rublev forehand. Inside in winner. Beautiful shot. 15-0. Rublev serves again. 15-0. Another serve, Rublev. He's a fault. Second serve. Yeah, he was up 5-2. Feast. And he was up 3 championship points. Rublev double faults. Love 15-30. All right, chance here for Feast to get the break straight back. All right, 15-30. Serve again. Here's another let by Rublev. Serve again. Into the backhand of Feast is a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Feast. Return goes into the backhand of Rublev. Feast forehand. Into the Rublev backhand. And it's Feast with a forehand again to the backhand of Rublev. Feast. Forehand again to the backhand of Rublev. And it's a winner. Inside out. Forehand winner. Beautiful shot by Feast. And he's got break back points. 15-40. Feast to take us to a tiebreak in the second. 15-40. Serve. Rublev is a fault. Second serve. Nerves all around, I know, right? Second serve. Into the forehand of Feast. Return is good. Rublev slicing the net. We're going to tiebreak. All right. Who's taking it? Feast was up 5-2. Rublev came back. They both served for this set. Rublev didn't get to a set point. Feast got to championship points. No one wants this set. Let's see who can take the tiebreak. All right. Who you got, chat? Give me some scores. Give me some predictions. What you got? 10-8 Feast. I don't think I can handle that. Feast. Feast finish it. 7-4 Feast. 7-3 Feast. Feast, feast, feast. All right. Anybody giving Rublev a chance? Rublev. There we go. Rublev. I hope Rublev. Okay. Feast with the forehand inside into the net. One love Rublev. 7-0 Feast. Well, you're already out. Sorry. Better luck next game. 7-5 Rublev. Okay. Rublev is done now. Okay. Well, it's one love Rublev. He won the first point of the tiebreak. 7-1 Feast. All right. 7-3 Rublev. 7-4 Feast. Feast, Feast. Rublev 8-6. I'll tell you, if Feast gets another championship point and has to and loses it in the tiebreak, there's going to be a tough third set for Feast. Like, to have a championship point in the tiebreak and then lose it again and then come back mentally to play a third, that would be a nightmare. So if it is 11-9 Rublev, that would be a kick in the guts for Feast. That would be brutal. All right, first serve's a fault, second serve. Rublev, 2 love, by the way, Rublev. Second serve into the forehand of Feast. Great return from Feast off the line. He throws a fist. Whoops. All right, 2-1. Feast with a great return winner. 2-1, Rublev. All right, Feast serves again. Shit. All right, Rublev. 2-1. Feast is going to serve. Feast serves a fault, second serve. As a return in the net by Rublev, 2-2. All right. 2-0. Feast serves again. If you're just joining us, Feast was up 5-2. Rublev got to 6-5. Both guys serve for it. Neither guy wants to win this set. Tiebreak is the only solution. 3 championship points saved by Rublev saved. Feast had them. At love 40 on the Rublev serve at 5-4, but Rublev came up clutch. Now Feast is up 3-2, won 3 points in a row. All right, 3-2 Feast. Rublev serves. Into the backhand of Feast. Return goes in the forehand of Rublev. Feast backhand again to the forehand of Rublev. Feast with another backhand into the Rublev forehand. Feast another backhand to the backhand of Rublev now. Feast hits his forehand cross court. Rublev gets it. As Feast goes a forehand again to the forehand of Rublev. Feast. Oh, wins the point. Rublev went wide. 4-2 Feast. They change ends. Oh, man. Rublev just missed that too. 4-2 Feast. They change ends. 3 points away. Up the arsenal. That's it. Get in. 4-2. Feast. By the way, Simon, you want to delete your comment, please? Are we? Are we losing? 4-2. Feast with the mini break. As a return from Feast goes in the forehand of Rublev. It's a drop shot. Feast gets it with a slice. Rublev volley in the net. Feast has got 5-2. Rublev's racket goes flying into the ground. All right. And Feast is going to serve for this set and this match. It's on his racket now. And Rublev just starting to get real chatty. He's counting to 5. I don't know what. He's doing all kinds of things. All right, serve is a fault by Feast. Second serve. Rublev's just got to go all out on the second serve. He runs backwards, hits a backhand. Okay, Feast with a forehand on the attack. Rublev goes up the line. That's a good shot. FIS gets it back there with a backhand. Rublev backhand of his own. Into the forehand of FIS as Rublev backhand. Goes long. And Rublev kicks the ball into the crowd. He shanked that kick. He might get a code violation for that. That was a terrible kick. He booted that into the second row. 6-2. He ain't getting a call up for Man City or Arsenal today. No, we don't. No, you can keep him. We don't want that guy on our team. We don't need him. It's good. All right. Championship point as FIS serves. A let. 4th championship point. But he's got 4 of them in this tiebreak now. FIS serves. Down the tee, a fault. Oof, that was close. Very close. Second serve. Into the forehand of Rublev. Return. Deep into the forehand of FIS. As Rublev forehand up the line. That's a good shot. FIS gets it. Rublev forehand inside in. FIS is doing a lot of running. Rublev forehand. Lands into the backhand of FIS. Rublev backhand in the net. There it is. FIS wins his title in his comeback. And Goran's got a big smile now. He's shaking his fist. FIS is shaking his fist. Everybody's shaking their fists. FIS gets the win. And Rublev gives him a hug. He goes, hey, you know what? You got me. It could have been easier for FIS, but he got it done. It doesn't matter how he did it. He did it. He got it done. That's all that matters. Doesn't matter how. He took the scenic route, but that's okay. He got it done. He won it. Rublev, I got to be honest, Rublev would have been fortunate to steal that second set and take it to a third. If it goes 3, maybe Rublev wins it, but that was FIS' set. He just got a little nervous, and then he overcame those nerves, and then he got the set anyway. It would have been a tough third set for FIS. I think mentally, Eddie, lost that one, but he gets it done. FIS is in the top 25, and he is going to be, he's going to be a pain to play. Now he's got even more confidence. Rublev had a good run, right? Alcaraz was in his section. Alcaraz gets kicked out, or kicks himself out, and gave Rublev a road to the final. Because it would have been interesting to see Rublev versus Alcaraz in the quarters, right? But there we go. If you are leaving, don't forget to sub on the way out. We have got a big couple of weeks coming up. We've got Madrid. And then we've got Rome. Back-to-back 1000s. Next 4 weeks are jam-packed with tennis. So make sure you join us for that over the next couple of weeks. A draw comes out tomorrow for Madrid, by the way, for the men. Is this FIS' first title? It's his first title this year. He's won titles before. I think it's his fourth title. Let me have a look. I'm pretty sure he's won at least a couple. I can think of 3 other titles. So I think this is his 4th. Yeah. Or is it his 3rd title? No, 4th title. Yeah, Hamburg. He beats Zverev. He won a couple of years ago. He won in against Humbert, saving championship points in Japan, and then he won in Lyon back in 2023. So 3 clay court titles and a hard court. He's now got 4 titles and 6 finals. So he's got a great record. Losing to Alcaraz in Doha this year, and then he lost to Bublik back in 23. So yeah, he's got a positive record on the clay, in the clay finals, undefeated on clay finals. But yeah, 4th title, 3rd 500 title. So he's becoming a bit of a 500 king, as with Rublev, you know. Where's Rublev ranking? That's a good question. Rublev had to have gone up a little bit, right? So Rublev is currently ranked 12. He went up 3 spots. So he's climbing back towards that top 10. FIS has gone up to 25, pushing Rinderknecht down. So FIS is back into the top 25. And yeah, Rublev's back in the top 12. So there you go. And by the way, the rankings from now are what the seeds are for next week. So with that win, FIS is now seeded 21 in the Madrid tournament, and Rublev will be seeded number 9. So yeah, that's what happened with that. That was a big for FIS, because 21 is, otherwise he would have been, I think, like 26 or 7. He would have been, if he had lost today, he would have been 25th seed, which would have meant that he would have had to play potentially Sinner in the third round. So now he avoids Sinner until the fourth round at the earliest. He might, I mean, look, he could still play, a Lehechka again. I'd kind of like that rematch in the third round if we got it, But yeah, that was a big win for FIS. For that, from the Madrid, avoiding those top guys until the fourth round is huge. Will Sinner play Madrid? Yeah, Sinner's playing Madrid. He is supposed to be playing Madrid, yeah. He's locked in. We'll see him in the draw tomorrow, hopefully. Good job, FIS. Oh, yeah. Great win. He's been playing so well the last couple of months, too. So, it's he had a great run until the final of against Alcaraz, and Alcaraz just completely dominated. And then he played well in Indian Wells, played well in Miami, didn't play in Monte Carlo, got injured, and now he wins his title. So, yeah, FIS is, we're looking at a top 10 guy. Yeah, Kostrup got the win as well. She won earlier. Shelton goes up. Yeah. Are Madrid, Rome both 2 weeks? Yeah. They're both 2 weeks. It's going to be a big 2 weeks. Big 4 weeks, I should say. A big 4 weeks. Race to the finals? Yeah. Shelton 5 and FIS is number 6. Shelton's the 4th seed in Madrid. Yep. Sabalenka, Raducanu, how many points apart? That's actually a decent question. 2,300, 400. So still a Grand Slam and a bit, Grand Slam and a quarter. Pardon me. So yeah, still some work for Raducanu to do. Raducanu's got to make a couple of Slam finals or win another Slam and make a semi, to catch her, but or hope that Sabalenka loses, right? More ATP 500 titles than other French players, according to than any other French player. Really? 3? What, active players or like in general? That can't be right. He's got more ATP 500 titles than any other French player. But that's like he's got 3. That can't be right. That can't be right. 3 can't be the that's crazy. 3 can't be the most. It must be active players, right? There's no way it'd be 3. Humbert's got 2. Right? Humbert's got 2. Monfils has got to have 3. Or does he only have 2 as well? He must only have 2 because otherwise he'd be the one, right? No, Monf's got 3. He equals Monfils at the very least, but he's got 3. Rotterdam twice in Washington, so Monfils has got 3. So I don't know what they're saying. That's not right. Yeah, Monf's got 3, so that's inaccurate. Also, Gasquet's got to have at least 3. It must maybe you must have heard it wrong. That can't be right. There's no way. France is France have got a lot of good players. I don't know. Gasquet never won anything over a 250. Okay. Yeah, so Gasquet won 16 titles. None of them were over 250. So yeah, over Gasquet, but yeah, Monfils is the same amount, so they're level. He's level with Monf. Simon. Jules Simon. He's another one that you would think of one. I think he won a couple of 500s. You could be right. What about Tsonga though? Come on, Tsonga. Surely Tsonga got a couple of 500s. Simon's only got 1. Okay, I can understand that. But Joe? More than Joe? Okay, Joe's only got 2. No, Monf's got 3 though, so he's equal with Monf. At the very least, he's equal with Monfils. He's equal with Monf. The very least. But Tsonga's got 2 1,000, so that's a bit. I mean, there's a difference there, right? So Tsonga's got the bigger ones. Plus, he's also made a final of a slam. So Tsonga's the best French player, arguably ever. I know you can argue with saying Noah's better, but Mukova withdrew from Madrid? Why? Why did she do that? Why did she do that? Now, chat, we have something to do. And that something is watch a draw preview. We'll watch a draw because Madrid's apparently Madrid is starting in a little bit, so we're going to watch that. It's actually worked out well. If we went 3, we wouldn't have watched it. So I'm going to send you over there in a second. All right. Because, yeah, we're going to watch... we're going to see who's playing who. Because, yeah, this is a very important draw that is coming up. So I'll send you over there. Didn't you say that when... Yeah, well, tomorrow, the men's draw's tomorrow, so I don't know what's going on with... I mean, look, if both draws are today, I will lose my mind. But I'm pretty sure that the men's draw's tomorrow. But jump on over, and we're going to watch this draw together. Because it's going to be a very interesting draw. Men's draws tomorrow, yeah. I kind of hate that they do 2 different days, but, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. But we've got a lot of things to discuss regarding the draw. So we'll be back in a bit. But great win by FILS. He gets it done. 6-2, 7-6. And he wins the title in Barcelona. And, yeah, watching out tomorrow. By the way, tomorrow, if you're not joining us for the women's draw now, tomorrow, men's draw, make sure you join us because, yeah, we'll talk about these guys. Rublev, FILS, where they're in the draw. It's going to be a huge draw tomorrow. Sinner's playing, apparently. It's going to be crazy tomorrow. Make sure you join us for that at the very least. But let's go have a look at what the women's draw is going to look like for Madrid.